Armour Bodies belly pans. Really not impressed. And I can talk from experience. I got 3 of them. Here's 3 of them. One on my A bike. It's on there right now. Here's a fresh one that is freshly painted. Nothing wrong with it. It's virgin. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. And we can look at how it's built. This cross beam here hits the radiator, and if you have a radiator guard, it's even worse. This upper lip, you have to grind it down a little more than 1/4 of an inch all the way across with a Dremel for that to not hit the radiator. And then the way that this section here meets the upper is fucking horrifying. It doesn't even fit. Here's a belly pan that I actually wrecked and you can see that I cut the top with a Dremel. It's pretty significantly too. I mean, I ground it down almost 1/2 an inch to get it to fit on the bike. These bolts down here never ever lined up with the oil cooler. That never happened. It only has 1 Zeus fastener on each side, and the reason for that is because you just can't get them to line up. This one touched down just a normal racing on the right side right there. You can look at the left side and see this is normally what happens. The bottom edge here hits the ground, okay? It hits curbs and it hits the ground. Even with my bike jacked up with racing suspension set up with additional ride height. So, you know, the back end's up 4 millimeters from stock on the ride height, which equals a little over 1 inch, 1.5 inches of seat height adjustment being higher, okay? So I just raced this weekend, set a class record on the A bike here. You can see the side touches down, hits the ground right there. I actually modified this belly pan to be narrower in the back. When I first put this belly pan on, it ground holes on both sides. And I had my bodywork guy actually chamfer the back end of it to bring it in. You'll see what I mean if you look at this brand new one and we flip it. And you can look at the design of this thing, if I can find a way to prop this up so you can see it. Okay, so here's the belly pan. It's like a freaking boat. I mean, it's like a motorboat. How wide it is in the back. It does not need to be this wide. What we're talking about on the R1 group is literally creating a brace that would pull the sides in, which is difficult to do in and of itself. It's very rigid bodywork. It's not easy to do that. You're only going to pull this corner in just so much before it even snaps or cracks. So it's not even really the best result. If we look at the other side of the A bike, I need to take a look at how badly it ground this weekend. I mean, it's almost ground through the fiberglass. And this is after I chamfered it, right? So there's nothing you can do to fix that. It's just the design is so piss poor, it's too wide. I was never able to get 2 Zeus fasteners on both sides, and look how shitty that fits. It does not get any better. No matter what you do, you cannot get this front to fit any better than that. So, you know, my goal was to end this season with this Armour Bodies. I have 2 full sets of it, right? And it crashes really well, I'll give it that. It's strong, it's kind of heavy, right? It's thick, it's very, very heavy. I mean, it gotta be twice as heavy as the Locomoto, but the design is the issue. The design is the problem. The tail, the way the tail fits is not a lot better. This is the Armour Bodies tail. I modified the stock seat base, made my own seat, right? Started to go towards shark skins. Let's take a look here on the B bike. It's getting set up right now. So this is a shark skins tail with a shark skins seat pan. And it's just okay. I mean, this is gonna be a better way to go with a seat because it's easier to get the bolts out than going through the stock seat. And I'm working with shark skins to get a new tail blank for the bottom here so I can get rid of this stock undertail. You can see they have a 3D printed bracket that they just sent me. It's kind of hard to see, but it's in there. But yeah, I'm going to shark skins next, and there's a lot I could talk about the B bike and all the things going on with it, but you know, big thing is I started with a tail and I'm gonna add all the rest of the parts to it next as well. But not a fan of Armour Bodies. It's made in Canada, it's heavy, fitment's terrible, price is okay. Still better than, you know, that 2-for-1 Hot Bodies deal. That stuff's made in Mexico, and that's garbage too. So I would say it's a step above Hot Bodies, but I would not recommend getting it for the R1. I've talked to a lot of people that have Armour Bodies and love it, especially for like ZX6s and R6s. It seems to bolt right up and be real nice. They just really failed on the R1, so don't get it. And there's kind of my proof and experience with it, showing you what I'm dealing with. So hope that helps. Bye.